Hello everyone, Kiki Halbert here today, and welcome to my 500 subscribers celebration hop. I'm so glad you could make it. Today I'm going to be creating a layout with Paige Evans' Take the Scenic route, and I'm going to be scrapbooking 5 photos on a 12 by 12 layout. So what I've done so far is I have taken my photos and I have backed them, matted them onto some aqua paper, distressed the edges, and now I'm going to show you the different papers that I'm going to use for torn edges. So I'm going to be using 3 different papers, and I'm going to build the torn edges from the right hand side, and I'm having a lot of trouble with the tearing of the edges lately. I don't know why. So I'm going to get this all put together, and you'll see that I'm going to take the 3 different papers and layer them one under the other. And there are many ladies that are joining me today to celebrate my 500 subscribers. So all of them are going to be linked below in the description box. So I'd really appreciate it if you would visit their blogs or their YouTube hops, YouTube channels, I'll get it right yet, their YouTube channels to see what they did. I believe that they're going to be scrap lifting me, so I'd really love to see that they get some visits too. And I want to thank all of the people who have subscribed to my channel so far. Thank you so much, because you really you make this so much fun for me, and I really enjoy seeing your comments and answering your questions. So please, at any time, if you have any questions about what I'm doing or what I'm using, please let me know in the comments below. And if you do happen to like the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. That really helps me continue doing my scrapbooking, and it really feeds my, I guess you could say, my educator side of me, where I really like showing people different tips and tricks. And I hope that you'll find some in this particular video as well. So I have layered down the 3 torn edges, and you'll see that I put the aqua paper in the middle to break up the 2 multicolored photos. And I pulled out that ledger paper, notebook paper, because I'm going to use it for my journaling. But I'm not quite sure how I'm going to place the photos yet. I did get quite a bit with this kit. I think I ordered just about everything that was Go the Scenic route from Paige Evans, and there was a lot to choose from. But I knew that I pre-selected some of the ephemera that I thought I would want to use. I have an entire sheet of cardboard chipboard, stickers, and I also have some pre-made words using thickers, and then there's also a sticker book as well. So I'm just the first thing I've really put down on the paper is the torn edges, and then I've got the other chipboard sticker that I'm going to use. So for this photos of my husband, I'm going to put them up onto some foam. This is just fun foam that you can get. I got mine from Amazon, and it's just it's nice because, you know, it's a nice thickness. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, and it's got the sticky back, and you can cut it down to size. So I really do like using that for entire photos. So I'm going to post those up, and you'll see here I'm going to make a really big mistake. I put my photo too high and I put the glue down, and then lo and behold, I actually wanted the photo to be down a little lower because I needed some more room for the photo at the top that's landscape. So I figured what I was going to do is just pretty much cover that up with some embellishment. I didn't get it entirely covered, that glue, and because I was using the Scotch quick dry adhesive, it doesn't come off with one of the glue erasers. So I'm kind of stuck with it. So I'm going to cover up as much as I can, and then what's remaining I'm not really going to worry about too much. So I love these tags. What really drew me to this collection was all of this royal blue or navy. I guess it's more royal blue foil. And so there's various tags and ephemera that have this royal blue foil, and I wanted to make sure that I showed that off as well. So you'll see me using that, and I'm not going to use too much of it, but I am going to create a visual triangle with it, just so that you see it in different spots, so that it brings your eye around the page. So there's another one of the pieces of ephemera. So I really, really love it. It's just totally gorgeous. So I'm just kind of trying to choose some of the things that I've selected. I've made a little bow there, and I'm just gonna try to stick the little bow down. It didn't end up wanting to stay. I end up having 3 bows on this page eventually, and I'm not a fan of doing the bows, but you know, whatever. Perfectly imperfect. But what I did is I played around with them and tried different glues, and I do switch glues from time to time here. So you see I took that big sort of mandala, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut it in half so that I can use it in different places. So the white with the blue foil is creating that visual triangle, and I really like that. And I love this little frame, but I don't want to use all of it. I don't want to be able to keep some of it for another time, so I'm just going to put in some more layers here. And I'm just playing around with the layering, seeing what I want to do, seeing where I want to put things. And sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating, and it's trial and error. So most of the time I'm not so indecisive, I guess you could say. But for this one, I was pretty indecisive. I played around with the placement and trying to figure out the layers, and it was frustrating me a bit. So finally I decided, okay, I'm just going to commit to putting those 2 tags up there and just continue playing around. So these are some photos of my husband and I after a nice walk that we did. It was a really hot weekend, and we went to a restaurant, a local restaurant that was out over the water, and it's actually at Olympic Plaza in Vancouver. And so you'll see the picture of my husband at the top. He's got the Olympic torch. That of course is not lit now, but the Olympic torch is there. And then for my photos, you'll see that I've got the mountains in the background. So I'm going to end up using Scenic Memories as the title for this particular layout. So for this part, I know that I do want those mandalas down in different spots, and I love that sticker because it's also the royal blue foil. Or navy foil maybe, but I'm just going to play around. Normally I would actually like to put all of my clusters down before I glue them, but there was just so much to choose from. It was a little bit overwhelming. I think I was probably just a little overwhelmed in terms of, you know, how much to select. So I start going for some of the flower ephemeras, and that helps me kind of find some things that are comfortable for me. Some of them are a little bit too big though, so I'm just going to continue playing around with them. And I do know that I still want that piece there. So I'm going to pop it up with just some foam squares. And then I'll tuck photos in where I need, or flowers in where I need to, sorry. So yeah, it's been quite the journey this year, scrapbooking and getting my YouTube channel up and running again, and I'm really thrilled with all the videos that I've done for the most part, and I hope that you've enjoyed the videos as well. And I'm going to continue making them. I'm going to try to give some tips and tricks, and I'm starting to follow a few other YouTube hops, so hopefully you'll follow along with those. Hopefully you'll enjoy them. So you'll just see I'm just playing around with the placements of the flowers. You can see I had a lot to work with, and sometimes that's a great thing, but sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming. So I probably should have, you know, taken some of the flowers and chosen the ones that I really liked and just seen, you know, whether they would fit or not, but I didn't do that. I did that with the ephemera. With the journal tags and stuff like that. And you'll see I cut down that ledger paper down already, and I know where I'm going to put it, so I'm keeping it down there even though it's not glued, but I am keeping it down there because I want to make sure that I leave room for it. So I'm pretty happy with that cluster that I've got there at the bottom around the food photo for my husband. I decide I don't really like the aqua tag over there. I'm going to create another little flower cluster near my flower and tag cluster, I guess you could say, around my husband there. So I kind of like the idea of doing the yellow, and then I was just like, no, it's too much yellow at the top. The bottom is more orange. So then I don't go to the stickers, and like I said, right, overwhelm. Woo. But I did find one of the stickers that says fun, and I thought that was really cute, and it would bring some of the pink over, the pink and the orange, and so I decided to use that directly onto the page and build some a little cluster around there. So that was a lot of fun, sort of picking and choosing some of the stickers. I love the stickers so much because they are foiled, and so I got a second set of stickers thinking that I would go through the stickers like crazy, and I've hardly ever used them. So now I'm really going to really try to see if I can bash this collection, because I still have about 15 papers from it. I bought just about every paper that comes in the collection, and I bought 2 of them because I wanted an A side and a B side that I could use, and I just have a lot left. So you'll see that I've put my bows down, and I have put down a few more tags and some clusters and things, and now I've pulled out another little sticker that I really like. I'm putting down a couple more little floral stickers and building some clusters. I'm leaving some room down at the bottom for my title, but I do want to try to get as many of the little stickers on the page as I can. And then I'm going to go in for, wait for it, they're just adorable. I am going to go in with these little enamel dots that she had, and they're glitter enamel dots, and they're decorated. It's just really, really cute. So first things first, I'm going to put my title down. So this is going to be called Scenic Memories, and you'll see me put that down. I don't think I'm going to put the whole thing down, but I'm going to use my tweezers just because the letters are kind of small, and I just find it gives me a little bit more precision. And you'll see me play around with paper and make sure that it's straight, because I don't know why. I really don't know why, but every time that I'm doing layouts, my page moves all over the place. I was actually thinking of getting a scrap and easel and using, you know, the magnets for it, but I think I would probably get frustrated, because I like to be a fast scrapper, and having to pick up magnets and put magnets down, that would just probably drive me crazy. So I decided to forego that idea, thank goodness. And but I do really like using these tweezers for the letters, and also for the enamel dots. I have in the past given you a tip about using enamel dots that are on acetate, which is that you can put your finger down on the enamel dot right where you want it and then slide the acetate out. But these ones from Paige Evans are really stuck to the acetate. So I'm not going to be able to do that this time around, so you'll see me using the tweezers with that. So I have my title down. I'm really happy with that. I've thrown on some butterflies, some flowers, lots of things. Here's those enamel dots. So you'll see I'm trying to take it up with my finger, and eventually I just kind of decide, like, you know what, I think it'd be easier with my tweezers. So these are really, really pretty. You'll see close-ups of them later, but they have designs in them. They're not just solid. They have designs, and they're also glittered. And unfortunately, I only got 1 pack, so I think I'm going to try to see if I can get another pack, because I go through pretty much all of them on this page. Like I said, I did want to kill the kit, but at the same time, I have so much left, and I would really like to do more layouts using these little enamel dots. So, so I'll have to see if I can find some. But they're just so adorable, and I use these enamel dots rather than going for Nouveau drops, just because they work with the collection. And I'm just kind of spreading them around the page. I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty happy with them. I've written my journaling out. So thanks again for being here. I really appreciate you sticking with me and subscribing to my channel. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. And remember to follow those ladies that are listed down in the description box who are helping me celebrate. Thank you again for your support, and we'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.